Hey guys, hey guys, welcome to the GBP AUD breakdown of my trade. Give me a second. Basically, showing you how I captured 300 pips within this last week, uh, trading the GBP AUD, showing how we could make 300 pips. It doesn't matter about the size of the account. It's about the strategy and how well you can repeat it and do it over and over and over again. So let's go ahead. And get into how I made 300 something pips, which equated to around $42. But still, like I said, see how I made 300 pips on the GBP AUD. Now, as you can see, I am in replay mode, so I could just go through the process. I'm gonna do this on all my big winner trades. Just go through the process of why I took the trade, so y'all can understand, and so y'all can try to implement it into your strategies in the future. And so will I. So like I said, very cool trade, to go over. Now the reason I took this trade, I said if we go into full screen and we go into full screen and we're looking at this trade. At the time I wasn't in the trade at the moment, but I came here and I found GBP odd and I was like, okay, I think it was around mid the 1st of December or the November 30th. I was starting to look at this pair, and I had noticed that we had been going on an uptrend, and I was like, okay, I want to continue to follow this uptrend. I want to trade this uptrend. So where are areas I could look to get in? As you can see, like I said, we had modes. Like I said, we had areas. Like I said, here and here, right? We've been pushing up and pushing up, right? So I was like, okay, I want to try to find some pullback. Now, see, like we had already reached this area one time. I wanted to see maybe if we could get down here to the last recent high, which was around 1.86034. Wanted to see if we could get into that mode, and if we could, if we can start to see what type of reactions we can have. I want to take a chance at that level. If so, as let me just draw down the speed a little bit, and we start playing them. Let me zoom in real quick. We start playing it, and as you can see, like I said, price started pushing down. Now this is where I got into the trade. I think I got in maybe around this level. Like I think it was like to be exact, probably like somewhere around there. Looking to get into that trade. No, I think I got in on the bottom. Yeah, and at the bottom of my zone, got in. As you can see, we had got hit. Little drawdown, but not too much drawdown, as you guys will obviously see. We start coming up, and then the plan was, well, okay, we start going down. Let's see how we can start to get this reaction off of this. So we started pushing back up, right? Started pushing back up. I think I had stops like right here around this level. And as you see, we started fiddling around with this level. And I was like, okay, this could be an interesting play. Could be interesting. We started pushing up. Once we really started pushing up, I started to really realize, like, okay, this could be a really good winner trade. So let me stop here. Once we officially turned this green candle like bullish green here, I started moving my stops to break even. As you guys seen in my earlier videos in the week, I've already explained this. Started moving my stops to break even. Now, I said the plan was, to hold that level. Like if we was to come back down, maybe we could have seen something like, maybe like, I was thinking maybe we'll see a pull down from here and then push up, something like that, right? That's what I was, kind of my plan was looking to plan to hold this longer than 2 days. I think the total trade time was 2 days holding this trade. And but like as you could tell in the other videos, things just really started taking off for me, and I really liked this trade idea from the very start. Very confident about it. Never was really worried about it. Smart risk management on the trade. As you guys know, like British pound is, I always felt like British pound was always a stronger currency than the Australian dollar. And as future tells, I was correct on this trade. Technical analysis and fundamental analysis. Our technical analysis all pretty much was just a basic pullback play. As you can see, we had a double top, right? back down into resistance. I'm back down into your supply zone, your demand zone, support zone. So we started seeing turn around, and then we started seeing a push back up. Now, like I said, we keep watching this trade, and as I was like, okay, price is just continuously just pushing up. It made it really kind of hard to like really adjust my stops without a proper pullback. So I just was very carefully watching and seeing when prices will break. Once we started like really like holding this level here and we started pushing up, I did move like stops to around like right here. I think it was sort of like, yeah, like right here. I ended up moving stops somewhere around that area. We were only sitting up in profit at that time, about 40-50 pips. I mean, the stop loss was about 40-50 pips. From my stop loss, we were sitting up around 100 something pips. One of my quickest 100 pip trades so far this year. Well, I mean, like I said, I really just started, but so far this year, other than my last time, my euro dollar, I think I had made like 114 pips on that trade. But this trade just completely just dumped euro dollar. As you can see, we started, let me get rid of this real quick. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. We started trailing this. I was watching this, from day and night, just kind of looking at this trade go and go and go, and we were just rallying. Very strong, bullish. A lot of pressure. No one really selling the pound versus the dollar. Find a lot of strength in the pound dollar. That's what I would really like to see. Once we really started testing areas, this is the area where I was like, okay, we could possibly see another wave down. So I had to be prepared as we could see another push down. But as we see, it never really happened. We just kept pushing up and up and up and up. We had a little pullback here. We had a little pullback here. And once this candle happened, that's when I had moved stops to like right here. Right? That's when I moved stops to right here. I think at that point I was sitting at 109 pips. It was a pretty decent trade. I don't really have take profits. I just trail my stop loss until it really gets hit, or unless I really feel like I want to go to the weekend and close my trades out or whatever reasons. But I really don't have a take profit. So I was like, okay, I move stops here, and we're gonna see how the trade could go. We'll see how the trade could go. Now, part of my mind was like, okay, we fell down. We pull back up. If we push back down, I'll get out. Maybe we'll see something like maybe I was like, okay, maybe we'll see something like this, and it'll come taking me out. Something coming back down into this area right here, and then we'll start pushing back up. I was going to see if I could get a re-entry for there, but like as you guys see that never happened. It was just a very strong rally, up into the prices, and then we just started pushing up. We just started pushing up into making new higher highs, into the pound Australian market. At this time, I think it was December 2nd. I was noticing this. I was like, okay. Now, like I said, we did have NFP come out Friday, guys. Like I said, today is Today I'll be dropping the video. Well, the video will be uploaded Saturday. So Friday, which is technically today, we had NFP come out. And I was like, okay, I want to increase my stop loss tighter just in case things do get hit. And I mean, and in worst case scenario, if things do really get hit, I just was going to kind of just sitting here waiting to see what happens. And as we soon see, right, we just started pushing up. Coming down, pushing up. And I think like right around somewhere around here, I had moved stops to like right here, something like that. Kept pushing up. I said end up moving stops. Basically, where this black line is at is where I moved stops again, so I could take that one off. If I was sitting around stops around here, and like I said, at this point, like I said, we really didn't have a pullback. This was a very hard trending trade this week. We really didn't have a pullback. So, I was very cautious that, we could have a heavy sell pullback. So at this time, we were sitting up around, that's not right. Yeah, there we go. I was like, what? We were setting up around, I said 300 pips, 300 narrow. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? It's in there, it's in pretty good. It's not gonna really show my, it doesn't show my trade entry, but I said this, you know, we'll just sit here watching, and as you can see, this is full time now. It just fixed back to full time, and I did end up closing down, I think right here, around 300 pips, 304 pips, around that level. Very successful trade though, as you can see, not this candle, but this candle. So around 300 something pips. Not too bad of a trade, guys. Definitely best trade of the year. Hopefully I have some more trades ending this year like that, but now we're gonna go strong into 2022. Very strong trade. I really like how the British pound and Australian dollar played out for me. You know, this is what we call just a straight technical home run. A straight technical home run. As you can see, I did have an entry. Like I said, here's my entry right here. That blue arrow, that's my buy entry. That red arrow up here. Let me get rid of this real quick so y'all can see. That red arrow right here was the sell entry, and I just like literally drew this box up, played how I wanted to play it, had my technical analysis ready, had my stops ready. I didn't have a tape prior, but I had my stops ready, and I was just gonna trail this trade all the way up until I got taken out, and that's exactly what happened. Right? I literally trailed this up. This is what we call a perfect trade. And the reason also I did take this trade at this zone, I do believe did have a Fibonacci retracement draw, a swing low to swing high. And as you can see, we were also at the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement draw, which in Forex is called the golden zone. For who doesn't know, that's called the golden zone for key retracement levels in the market. And as you see, it hit that golden zone, that 61.8 zone right here, and it just simply just rallied up. And you can't ask for nothing better trade than that. You know, now, you know, my next trade I did, you know, it could be trying to get back in this trade, see if we could push back up, then back down here, maybe back down to this zone, probably back down, maybe try to get some trades in this pink top resistance zone, something like that. We'll see how really the markets play out next week. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this trade. Just a complete trade breakdown, my thoughts on the trade, why I took the trade, how I felt during the trade, how I was moving my stops during the trade, so y'all guys can see how I traded this whole entire market. But all right, guys, peace out.